Hello, guys, and welcome to First and 40, the most informative 40 minutes of football news out there. I'm Liamith.
And I'm Mel. Hope you guys are doing great today, and let's go ahead and jump right into this episode. So, lots of great things to talk about this week. Tons of great games, tons of comebacks, upsets, game-winning field goals. Which game you want to talk about first? Anything specific you want to mention?
Not really, other than the fact that a lot of teams right now are sitting at 1 and 2 that we did not expect to be sitting at 1 and 2 right now, and especially the Broncos with being 3-0 right now. Although they did not play the greatest teams in the world, that's still a solid statement coming from the Broncos. And the fact that the Chiefs are 1 and 2 is kind of concerning for that supposed dynasty that we all thought was going to continue after their back-to-back Super Bowl runs.
Yeah, I was, I wasn't really that worried. Like at first, when you see the Chiefs 1 and 2, I remember the Patriots in 2018. They started 1 and 2 too,
Mm-hmm.
and they were perfectly fine. So they won the Super Bowl that year. So I was thinking of it as something similar like that, just starting off slow. But more than I think about it, like not really short term, but more long term for the Chiefs, I don't really see that dynasty coming for them because especially if you look at Mahomes' cap hit, especially this year, it's like 7 million. In the next 2 years, it's going up to like 40 mil a year. So that's gonna horribly it'll take a lot of money from their cap space. Not basically Mahomes is gonna take up more than like a third of their entire cap space, which is crazy for one player, no matter how good or no matter how good he is. And if you think about it, if you take away Mahomes or just look at the receivers for now, Kelsey and Hill are literally their only two receivers. Like one of them gets injured, obviously, hopefully not, but if one of them gets injured, their team's kind of their offense is pretty much destroyed.
Not necessarily. I mean, yeah, those are like the main two receivers, but like I don't think McCole Hardman's a bad receiver. I mean, he has speed. Like I think right now their wide receiver core, and they're also gonna sign Josh Gordon. I don't know if you saw that, but because he got
That's all.
reinstated, yeah, they're gonna sign him. So I mean, they
He'll be gone. He'll be gone in a week. Don't worry about it.
but still, I mean, it's pretty interesting. I mean, I think was this Chiefs wide receiver core. I think it was last year, or the year before. They had Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, another receiver. I forgot his name, but they just had tons of receivers, and now they have little to no one. But I still think that they have that chance of a dynasty. I mean, because I mean, you can't say all their players right now are going to be their players in the future. For all they know, that they could like get an insane underrated wide receiver, right? You don't know how everything can play out in, I mean, going 5 10 years, and they have a pretty good foundation right now.
Obviously, yeah.
So I personally, I think that they could, especially with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, he's not doing bad. He had a fumble last week, but that's besides the point as of right now.
I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, especially the Chiefs aren't really utilizing him. First of all, like first of all, he's not the most talented guy. That's another thing. Second of all, Chiefs haven't really been because Chiefs are more of a pass first offense, obviously. Patrick Mahomes,
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelsey. How do you not pass the ball with those three? So I don't know. I don't know what to say, but like obviously, as you said, you never know what's going to happen in the future. But as of right now, I'm now even more worried for the Chiefs, especially. Yeah, I'm not really. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs don't become that dynasty that we all saw them to be like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Like, there's like a dynasty is not necessarily like 3 or 4 years, because there's been a couple teams like the Steelers. They're not really a dynasty at this point. They're all right, but they're not necessarily a dominant team that keeps competing every single year. And we thought this Kansas City Chiefs team was going to be similar to, I don't know if this is the correct comparison, but the Patriots, like going to the playoffs every single year. That's probably a very bold prediction, but I thought that this Kansas City Chiefs teams would be very hard to like downplay in these upcoming years, and now it's sort of becoming more unpredictable. But
I
we'll
mean, the
see.
Chiefs haven't been bad since like I think it's
Yeah.
2012. They're like 4-12. They're the worst team in the league.
Hmm.
I mean, they've been one of the more consistent teams this past decade, even with Alex Smith. they've always been at the top with the Steelers, Patriots over the past 10 years. So it's not like they haven't been bad before. I'm just saying, obviously, it's a completely different team now than it was like 5 years ago or even 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just, we just have to wait and see. That's all I can really say. But I'm not completely sold on them, especially now. It's making me a lot more worried.
Yeah. Um, I mean, going back to what you said about Clyde Edwards-Helaire, um, I think he's a solid running back. I wouldn't necessarily like put him at gonna be one of the best running backs in the league, but he gives me
He
like a
won't be. He
Melvin
won't be.
Gordon type. Um,
Melvin Gordon was one of the best running backs in the league at one point. So,
like right now, like
okay. I
you know what I
mean,
mean?
you can't
He's
really
like
compare like a 22-year-old running back to like a
yeah,
washed
yeah, but
27-year-old running
I'm
back.
saying in terms of productivity, like
I see what you're saying.
he's not gonna be
Melvin Gordon
he's
honestly has
gonna
been
stay
doing better,
average.
if you think about it. Melvin Gordon's been doing better than
The
Clyde
guy's been in
Edwards-Helaire.
the league
And that's just sad.
forever.
That's been not really. Melvin Gordon's
Really?
pretty young. It's just the fall off for running backs has been getting lower and lower every year. Is especially with like Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, those workhorse running backs that we've been seeing. It's hard to sustain that much of a big workload for multiple years. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
for Christian McCaffrey, even Saquon Barkley, that was a huge year in his rookie year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's impossible. It just takes a toll on your body over time. Especially Christian McCaffrey had like one of the best fantasy seasons of all time.
Yeah.
In I think 2019 was it? Not really sure. 470 points he got.
Yeah.
Like injuries have been pretty much plagued the rest of his these past 2 years. And who says it won't? Hopefully not, obviously, but who says it won't affect him for maybe these next few years because of that one year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's why you see a lot of these teams moving away from having just one focus running back, where you see now this the team that came to mind, the Eagles with Miles Sanders and now Kenneth Gainwell. Lots of other teams are having these like committee type running backs where you can't really sustain. You can't really see this running back sustaining much larger workloads for a longer time. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think
I
NFL is
think
definitely changing. So
I think the exception for what you just said is Frank Gore, but besides him, I mean, yeah, Melvin Gordon's been in the league for like upcoming around 7 years, which is a lot for a running back. I mean, we thought Saquon and CMC like they're good, right? But simply the injuries that they've had is just like slowing them down, and it's kind of sad to see because the amount of potential that they have was completely ruined due to a couple of injuries.
oh yeah, so I was just thinking of saying something, but I completely. Oh no, so that's why you usually see, especially in these past couple drafts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the last running back taken in the early first round was Saquon, and then you usually, and now a lot of people are definitely talking about running backs going later in drafts,
Mm-hmm.
because they're not as valuable as they used to be because they're much more replaceable. They're probably the most replaceable position in the NFL. You can because running backs now their peak kind of only lasts the first 4 years under their rookie deal, and then they're done. Because
Yeah.
like now, even if you look at Zeke, after his
Yeah.
like first 2 or 3 years, what has he really done? To be honest,
Nothing.
exactly. And you can pull this up for many of the recent workhorse running backs that we've seen. And yeah, it's probably the most replaceable position in the NFL right now. So running, I don't know how did we get all the way talking about running backs?
Because of Clyde Edwards Hilaire. But
I
moving
don't
on.
know. Let's move on to a different game. Which one do you want to talk about? You want to talk about the game of the week, Minnesota Vikings and Seattle Seahawks?
I knew you wanted to talk about that one.
I mean, you can't expect me not to bring it up.
Man, oh
So
man. My
I'll let you
Seahawks.
speak first.
So from what I've interpreted, the Seahawks did not play very well.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
the
Can you
Seahawks
speak a little
did
louder?
not play very well. And Mayhill
Who
is
won the
correct.
game though?
The Vikings beat the Seahawks by a score of 30-17, which Mayhill predicted
Thank you.
in our last episode.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, I kind of saw it coming because Seahawks have been, especially offensively, they've been really inconsistent the past couple of years. And I don't know, I just like the Vikings as a team. Vikings defense is really good. I've definitely one of the not the definitely one of the better defenses in the league. And even without Devin Cook, Alexander Madison had himself a day. 24 fantasy points without even scoring a touchdown. That's absolutely insane. You rarely see that, especially with a running back two on his team. He had a fantastic day. And yeah, Seattle horrible in the second half.
They pulled the
Um,
Falcons real quick.
yeah,
Daily said we out.
I know. I just pulled it up right now. 41 points combined in the first half, and then 6 points combined in the second halves these past 2 weeks.
Mine. Oh, Seahawks. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Seahawks. Yeah, and yeah, that's
Yeah. So, I Justin
Kirk Cousins
Jefferson
has a
on
great
my
day.
fantasy. That was a plus.
I
But
mean, yeah,
besides that,
he'd be great.
DK Metcalf kind of popped off. I mean, didn't
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
like
why.
you said,
What happened to Tyler
inconsistencies.
Lockett?
Tyler
I'm telling you.
Lockett, I called him up before the game. I said like take a sleeper so like your value just like doesn't go too high because then I might get like
Mhm.
all the trades and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
next week though, who are they playing next week? Let's see. They're
Let's see.
they're playing the
Oh, they're playing
49ers.
Niners. Yeah,
That's a free win. That's a free win.
that's a free one.
It's the Seahawks. I'll have faith in this team.
There's no you just said the Seahawks are going to be the Niners. Dude.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right.
Um,
Whatever. Okay.
but yeah, Vikings played phenomenal. I can't even like say anything bad about it. Um, I did not expect this to be a landslide towards the Vikings. Um,
Okay. I'm going to be honest, neither did I. I thought it would be pretty close, but the
they,
Vikings definitely played great on both sides of the ball, especially they just
especially
pulled away in the second half.
especially with the
The,
fact that Dalvin Cook was out, just made it even more of like a closer matchup than I thought it was gonna be. But Alexander Madison is like, nah, we're not gonna have none of that here. I'm Dalvin Cook too, and then he just went off.
yeah, I think that, yeah, it was a really great game for the Vikings. Let's move on to, you want to do, that's a boring game. You want to do Dolphins at
I was
Raiders?
about to say that too. Oh, so I have a very interesting take on this. I believe the fact that Jacoby Brissett could take the starting job from Tua. Very bold prediction, but the fact that they were able to keep up with the Las Vegas Raiders all the way to overtime and force it to overtime with 2 field goals in overtime for them to win it says a
Okay.
lot. Okay.
Okay, so there's two things kind of wrong with your explanation. You just said the Raiders were good, and they're not. They're an average team. They're not that good.
Okay,
Okay.
man.
I'm gonna be on.
Okay,
They
okay,
are
okay,
underrated. They were underrated a preseason. I'm
okay.
completely fine with that. Okay,
Hmm.
but they're not that good. They can't be good enough. Their defense is not good. First of all, their pass rush I feel is great with what's his name? Uh, what's that guy's name? The rookie from last year.
Josh
I have
Jacobs.
I said on defense, not on offense.
Oh, not bad, bro. uh, Denzel Perryman.
No, he's white.
Corey. No.
Max Crosby. Max Crosby. That's
Max
his name.
Crosby. What? How have I never
He,
heard of this
there's
guy?
no even there's no way you've never heard of Max Crosby.
I have not.
He's like the best player on the Raiders defense.
And he was at the bottom of the stat list, but sure.
Okay, so stats don't really mean everything for defensive players, but okay. But yeah, I mean, continue with your Jacoby Brissett
Okay.
praise,
What I
whatever.
was saying is that the Dolphins, they played the Bills and they played the Patriots, right? In the
Okay,
win against the Patriots, Tua was 16 for 27, 202 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception, all right? Just
I'm not
keep
going to
those
disagree with you. I agree Tua is bad too. I do not like Tua at all. But I don't. Okay, whatever.
keep in
You
mind,
can keep
right?
going.
And then the Tua got like 4 snaps. He was 1 for 4 in the 4 snaps that he did play, which doesn't mean a lot because it's not a lot. But he had 13 yards, right? Jacoby Brissett,
Okay.
he did all right, right? For a backup quarterback, putting up this many like yards is not that bad. But he completely like outperformed the Raiders. Like I honestly, with the way that the Dolphins are performing, they probably should have won this game. I mean, 32 for 49, 215 yards. Like that's significantly better than what Tua like is like hyped up to be. Like Tua was hyped up to be probably like 300 yards, like not Kyler Murray level, but like not as bad as he's performing, right? Like you expect him to be significantly better than those numbers that he has, and Jacoby Brissett is like putting up those numbers, which are worse than what he's hyped up to be, but significantly better than what he is. So I think
Yeah, I
Tua is
definitely
a
see what you
beast right
mean.
now. Like it's hard to
Especially
describe,
since
right?
Tua was benched a couple times last year for Fitzpatrick,
Yeah, and
and
Fitz
I was in the Raiders game too last year,
like
and then they won on that game when he field goal with that crazy
I
throw
think
with where he's grabbing the
yeah, it
helmet.
was that one, right? Where he like
Yeah,
just chucked it up and they caught it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm definitely getting less, more and more not confident in Tua, especially since his not really good start to this year, and this injury is not making it better for him. But
Mm.
hats off to Jacoby Brissett. Great day, 32 from 49, 215 yards. Um, those are his stats, right? Or is that
What do you say? Sorry.
okay? No, I mean Derek Carr is making a case for MVP here. Another 350 plus yard day. Pretty sure he's leading the league in passing yards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he looks like he's going back to his 2016 form, where he almost won MVP if Matt Ryan didn't decide to
Hey, don't be sad that
go
Matt
off.
Ryan did that. All right, be happy.
What I said, I'm happy.
Uh,
I didn't mean for that to come off sad, but I'm saying he's
I
definitely
mean,
looking having a
yeah,
great start to this year.
350 yards in all three games, I believe. Right?
I mean, the
Yeah,
first one was an overtime game, so
but still, he had
give or
four.
take out 50 yards from that first game,
That's
but still,
still
he's
that's still like
fantastic.
400 or
300
no
yards a game.
380
Is it
380
great?
yards. Yeah, it's like that's very consistent, and especially the defenses that he's going up against are not like some regular defenses.
I
They're just
completely
very
agree.
solid defenses.
Ravens, Steelers,
And Dolphins.
Miami is an okay defense, but definitely Steelers and
Still, yeah.
Ravens are two really good defenses.
And the thing is, with this Raiders team, they have they're literally sharing the gold. I mean, Brian Edwards had 3 for 89. Henry Ruggs had 4 for 78. Hunter Renfrow 5 for 77. Darren Waller 5 for 54. I mean, those are pretty even numbers across the board. Like,
Yeah, no really big names on that offense. It's
hmm
just a lot of big guys stepping up. Even Darren Waller hasn't really had that big of a
exactly,
uh,
yeah.
as we expected because coming into this season, we expected him to be like the only guy on that offense getting all of the
hmm
targets.
hmm
And then that's why he was so high for people in fantasy, even over George Kittle, because he was kind of the only name we knew other than like Henry Ruggs, but he was like he'd done horrible last year because of injuries and stuff. But
Yeah.
lots of people stepping up, especially Brian Edwards. That's a name I've definitely heard a lot, especially when I've like tuned into a few of those Raiders games.
hmm
I've definitely seen him making a lot of big plays, especially down in the wire. He's been stepping up a lot. Brian Edwards, Henry Ruggs has been doing pretty decent this year too. And there's one other name I forgot. He wears number seven for the Raiders, whatever your name is. He's been doing great too.
hmm
But yeah, I mean, lots of there's something going on in Las Vegas. Don't know if it's good or bad. Let's see if they can sustain it. Because even last year, I'm pretty sure they
Oh,
got off to a good start.
they're not playing good teams, bro. Oh yeah, they did that 2 years ago too. They
No,
went yeah, they did it last year and the year before that. They went like 6-1 or something, and then they lost a lot.
the Raiders were never 6-1.
They
Come
were,
on.
bro. I swear they were pretty high up there. I don't know if it was 6-1, but it was some really good record. And
It's
then
the
they completely
Raiders, dude.
collapsed.
The
No,
Raiders
I'm
were
serious.
never
I'm
six and
serious.
one.
I'm serious. Hold on.
No, it's
They
the
were
Raiders. That's like
no first 8 weeks, bro. They were literally like MVP level.
no
I swear. Okay, hold on.
Raiders. There's
Okay,
no way.
when okay, what is it? Three. They were 6-3.
Wow.
It's close enough. But still, like then they lost. They only won two more games, and they lost five. Dude, they lost to the Falcons last year.
Yeah,
43 to
that was on my
6,
birthday.
bruh.
We torched him on my birthday.
Yes, sir. Dude,
I remember that
that
game.
was when everyone thought that the Falcons would like get completely demolished, and then it was at
I
home
mean,
too.
that was the last game we won. So
Really? That's kind of
yeah,
sad.
that was the last game. No, we yeah, that was the last game we won. That's sad.
Unfortunate. I can guarantee
I
one
remember
thing.
that. I was so convinced last year that we would beat the Saints at least once. No, I was convinced that we would sweep the Saints because remember Drew Brees was out. Drew Brees
Oh
was out
yeah,
those
Jameis
games,
Winston. Wait, no, what is it? Taysom Hill played.
and no, Taysom Hill played. Taysom Hill
Yeah.
played. Yeah, I was convinced that we would sweep them, but we didn't even win one. So
And then we got
I
torched
mean,
by
we
Taysom
ended up
Hill.
with Kyle Pitts, so I'm
I'm
not
not
complaining.
complaining. Yeah. Let's see.
That's kind of weird to think about because we could have won so many of those games down in the wire. The Chargers game,
Dude,
Chiefs game.
you know how much
Imagine if we won
listen,
one of those games, we wouldn't have Kyle Pitts. It's kind of crazy
there
to think
was
about.
8 games which were within one score, and what is it? Yeah, eight of our games we lost within one score in the last 2 minutes.
The Saints won at
It was
home.
so
The Saints won
bad.
at home. We had a chance to win at the end.
At least we
The
won this one
Chargers
at
one we
home.
choked. The Chargers one Matt Ryan choked with those picks
The
at the end.
interception, yeah.
And then Chiefs won a coup. Okay. Let's ignore coup. AJ Terrell choked. He
Mm.
dropped that interception in the end zone. If we won one of those games, I mean, we probably would have had like the eighth pick and ended up with like
Some random.
J.C. Horn.
Wouldn't have been bad
Rest in peace,
though.
J.C. Horn.
For yeah.
Hopefully he
Speaking
recovers.
of injuries, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but CMC and JC Horn in the same game. Everyone's
And
saying
then
that they should
three
change.
people in the Giants.
Yeah, everyone's saying that they should change the fields to grass instead of turf.
What?
Cause
What does that
no,
have to do?
no, because CMC's injury and JC Horn's injury were non-contact. They weren't
Okay.
like
So what does grass have to do with it?
because dude, there's something going on. Hold on, I'm not speaking non-facts. I'm speaking facts right now.
What?
No, I swear.
Okay, like I can somewhat understand what you're saying, but I can't. I just can't comprehend like what a
Like
grass
there's
has to do with an
more
injury
like hold on.
or turf. Sorry, turf has to do with an injury. They're trying to change it to grass. All right, that's what you said, right? Trying to change it to grass.
Yeah,
Okay.
hold on. I'm trying to find it, but I swear, bro, there's something that I said. I said something. I swear, I'm not. Like he broke his foot
Oh
just
my.
by like backpedaling on the turf, right?
Who?
JC Horn.
Oh, I didn't see his injury.
Yeah,
That was
like
just Achilles. I didn't think he broke his foot.
no, he did. JC Horn to break broken foot. Christian McCaffrey to strained hamstring.
Oh,
He
okay. Well, that's better than I thought. I thought he tore his Achilles. No, that's my bad.
he broke his foot by backpedaling. Hold on, let me pull it up and see if I can show it real quick. But it was honestly
What is Dak doing, dude? I'm watching the game right now. Dak is
yeah.
really he's getting sacked every play. I mean, they're winning, so it doesn't matter. They're destroying the Eagles.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted to happen. Come on, Jalen Hurts. Alright, hold on.
Why don't you care? You picked the Cowboys anyway, so
Yeah, true, but like.
okay. Enough with your grass. Let's move on to a
Alright,
different game.
no. I'm screen sharing it now.
Oh
Alright,
my goodness.
so what is this? Is it this one?
It says J.C. Horn injury, so obviously it's this one.
Where the heck is it? Oh, it was on this play.
Yeah, you have to go back a little. Yeah.
Where is it? I think they're gonna replay it anyways. I'm not doing this, bro. Where they replay it? Oh, they replay it right here. See, look. He's nowhere near anyone and he breaks his foot.
Oh, shit. I did not see that. I mean, kind of looks like he just tripped.
But, like, these kind of injuries are apparently, like, really common with turf. And That's why they're saying there's no point in these fields to have turf, and they should just be on grass, which is interesting
Okay,
conversation. I simply don't know both sides, but yeah.
nice.
What other games were there? You want to talk about?
Chiefs, Chargers. Like, let's try to talk more about the Chargers. So, ranting about Clyde Edwards-Helaire again.
Yeah.
I mean, Chargers won.
Um, Justin
I
Herbert
mean,
threw for a lot of touchdowns.
I mean,
Mike
yeah, credit to
Williams,
them. Mike Williams, what a game. Sad that I
holy,
mentioned him, but he went off. He's having a great year so far, and I'm pretty sure it's his contract year for him. So
makes sense.
definitely getting off to a great start. I mean, he was what the seventh pick in the draft, so a lot of expectations were for him. So it's been pretty disappointing so far, but after his start this year, I think it's looking great for him, and Herbert's definitely targeting him a lot.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, he got the game-winning touchdown too. Pretty sure that was him, right? Yeah.
I think there was also one interception on Asante Samuel, which
Oh, I
was
saw that.
he completely laid out for it. It was a great
Mahomes needs to stop
coverage by
showing off,
throw.
dude.
Dude,
Just he needs to
wasn't
start
that a
looking
no
where he's
look
not.
pass? Wasn't that a no look
Yeah, it
pass?
was.
Yeah.
Okay, and the throw was like somewhat on the money, but it was behind the receiver. If he was actually looking where he was throwing, he
You
could
could
actually made
see.
thrown a better ball.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like
And that wasn't on
I don't
ESPN for a
understand the point of
reason,
what's the
but
point of not looking and throwing other
it's
than
tr-
showing
it's
off.
it's trying to confuse the defense, in my opinion. I think,
I mean, yeah, but like
cause if you're looking at
I
the
mean,
same,
looking away for a second and then looking back, that'll do the exact same thing as not looking in that direction.
yeah, I guess, but like if you're looking from the safety perspective, if you're sitting back and watching the quarterback's eyes, I mean, I don't know what covers there and whatever's assignments that they have, but if you're looking at the quarterback and he's looking in a certain direction, you're more likely to like subconsciously just go in that direction. Like even if you
Yeah,
don't look
I definitely know what you're
right,
saying, but
I
I
think
don't
that's
know.
the main point of it. But yeah, I still agree with you. And I think what was funny was when he was playing golf this off season, he said someone
Oh, I
said
saw
watch
that.
out for Justin Herbert, and then he says I'll see it when I believe it, and he threw two interceptions, and then Justin Herbert went off, which is kind of ironic to see that play
Pretty
out.
sure he meant I believe it when I see it, but same thing.
That's what I meant.
No, no, no. No. You
Oh,
said what he said, but he said
he
it wrong.
said yeah. He said
Yeah,
I'll see it when I believe it. That's what he said,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Which makes absolutely no sense, but obviously you know what he means.
Yeah. Do you want to
Yeah.
talk about Bengals Steelers? I like this Bengals team right
Bengals
now.
Steelers.
I
Oh
like this
man,
Bengals team.
this Bengals team. Okay, I think the Steelers are done, dude. Roethlisberger needs to
Dude,
retire. Steelers are the
Big
worst team in
Ben.
the AFC North. Do you agree with me? Steelers are the worst team in the AFC North.
Yeah, I
I was
agree.
thinking about it early in the season. I literally did like a bunch of random predictions,
They're one and
season
two.
predictions at the
Dude,
beginning of the season.
Bengals are leading the AFC North right
The
now.
division, yeah. But I mean, like it's week three, so
Oh
it doesn't matter.
man,
But
but still, I mean they're
I
all
know, but
tied.
like,
But like Bengals, like I
yeah,
did not expect this team to do this good. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. I didn't expect the Bengals to do. I mean, they've been pretty inconsistent, especially last week with who they play last week.
Bears. They lost to the Bears by 3 points, 20-17. And then the week before that, they beat the Vikings in overtime, 27-24. And you're high on the Vikings, so if they beat the Vikings, that's a pretty big deal.
Okay, but that's week one. Anything can happen week one. The
That's
Texans won
also
week
true.
one.
That's also true.
The Jags are horrible, dude. Trevor Lawrence, dude. Oh my
They're playing
goodness. He needs to.
that. To be honest, they don't have that bad of a schedule in terms of difficulty. I think like 3 out of
Who the
7 games
Bengals?
are free wins. Yeah, Jaguars, Lions is all right. Packers is all right. They have the Jets, um, and Jaguars. Is that two? Yeah, they actually have a pretty hard schedule.
Who?
Bengals. I thought they
The
had a pretty
Bengals? They
easy
had
schedule.
Jets and Jaguars.
Yeah.
I mean, they were last in the division last year, so obviously they're gonna have a fourth place schedule. So, um,
I mean, yeah. I like this team though. I like Joe Burrow. I'm happy for him, man. He came back from his knee injury and now he's balling out. And Jamar Chase, he had what is it? That stuff about ball is different. It doesn't have white stripes, so I can't see it. And then he comes
I'm
up
pretty
with
sure
two
you didn't say
touchdowns.
that.
He did.
They changed.
He did.
No, he commented on it that's saying that's not what he said.
Oh, really?
Like I'm pretty sure they asked him like what's the difference between the ball and this one? And he's like, there's stripes on this one, there's not stripes on the other
Oh,
one. I
that's.
don't know, I might be wrong, but I think I saw something
I mean,
in
media can twist things their way, so it kind of makes
whatever. Doesn't
sense.
matter. He's going off, so that's all
Tyler
that matters.
Boyd though, Tyler Boyd,
Tyler,
good game. I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
What did he do?
I mean, he didn't have
I didn't
an
watch much of
insane
this
game.
game other than
Dude,
Ben
this
Roethlisberger doing
guy
horrible.
had this one play. Hold on, I
I know he
actually
threw
gotta
a
look
pick
for
into
it now.
triple coverage.
No, what? No, I'm not
Oh,
talking
was it the
about.
one where he just fell? The one where he just
I'm
fell.
not talking about Big Ben. I'm talking about Tyler Boyd.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
You're really ready to
I don't
slander
like the
him, bro.
Steelers.
You're really
I
ready
don't
to.
like the Steelers.
Hold on, let me find that touchdown real quick. Uh, this was actually an insane play. I actually like this one a lot
Why are you sharing your screen, bro?
because you can
Nobody
see.
wants to see this.
Underneath, they got Boyd, who grew up 25 minutes from here. Broke a tackle and takes it in. That's a Cincinnati touchdown. He broke an attempt.
I think this
Dang.
was more like bad Steelers defense by not wrapping up and like completing the tackle, but
Yeah,
pretty good. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean we're 30 minutes in. If you want to start talking about next week.
yeah. Let's talk about what are some good games that we have coming up.
I think Washington Falcons is actually gonna be a very interesting game.
Mm, I don't know.
Personally.
I know we're all in like that first win high,
No,
but
no, no,
I'm not convinced.
no.
That was we didn't win that game. The Giants lost. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, it wasn't us who won. It was just the Giants who did everything
The
right.
Giants the Giants had the game. The Giants were the
Didn't
better team. They played better.
didn't some
I mean, obviously they didn't play better, but like they just made really bad mistakes. That's mainly it.
they made more mistakes is what you're trying to say.
Especially in the red zone. The score should have been 14-0 in
Yeah,
the really early.
yeah, I agree with that. We were
But like the
getting
penalties
absolutely
and everything.
torched the first half, bro. Absolutely
I
torched.
mean,
It wasn't
the only
even
reason we had
close.
points, the only reason we had the touchdown was because of penalties.
Yeah. It was, what
I
is it?
mean,
There was also this, yeah, Alama Zacchaeus. I love that guy. He came out of Virginia Tech. He's friends with Kurt Bankert, actually. But,
congrats.
yeah, there was that, was it, what call was it? I forgot. It was unnecessary roughness, right? And then they got 15 yards, and he, like, hung on to the ball.
Oh, that cat! I remember that.
Do you remember that?
I
Yeah,
forgot
he
what
got
I forgot what
absolutely
you're talking about
rocked.
for a second, but I remember it now.
And then, like 2 plays later, he got a touchdown from
Yeah.
Matt because everyone was
I
focused on
mean,
that.
Matt
So
Ryan got lucky with some of the interceptions. He should have. I don't know.
what do you
Week by week, I wish I'm not, but I'm losing hope in Matt Ryan every single week.
he didn't throw
But
any
it's
interceptions,
not.
bro.
They're like 3 dropped interceptions the entire day.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. And then that one fumble, I don't know what he's doing. He should have just taken the sack because like we were in the perfect opportunity to get a field goal and be
No,
up literally four points
I
going
think we
into.
were at the 40. I don't think we were in field goal range there.
I mean, even if he took the sack, we still would have had the ball
Yeah, but it was
and
what? It
gotten
was
another chance to get a field
it
goal.
was eight
You
seconds left
ca-
on the clock when
you
he got
can't
it, bro.
score points when you don't have the ball.
Yeah, but it was 8 seconds unless it's a turnover fumble or touchdown.
I
But
mean,
still,
it doesn't matter.
no.
He
But
should have taken the sack instead of trying to throw it away.
there was 8 seconds left in the first half. We're not gonna do anything. We
Okay.
had like 0 timeouts. Like
Okay. So
the
you know what
best you can
incomplete pass
do.
does? Incomplete pass stops the clock. I don't know if you've
Yeah,
heard of that.
but we're also not in field goal range.
Okay. 8 seconds is a lot. Just throw a quick out of bounds out route to Kyle Pitts, and you're in field goal range.
Okay, I guess I get what you're saying, man.
I mean, like, obviously you don't know what
I
could have
mean,
happened
it
because
wasn't a
we didn't have the
turnover.
ball.
Yeah, but it wasn't a turning point. Let's say that. Yeah, we could have put more
It could
points
have
on the
been.
board.
It could have been.
What do you mean, momentum swift? Like
Yeah,
momentum?
because the Giants had momentum going to the half. They were getting the ball after
And we
half.
just
Obviously,
scored a
they didn't do
touchdown,
anything
right?
with it.
Yeah.
Exactly. We would have gotten all the momentum if we got that field goal. Obviously, we still won barely, but the game could have been a little more favored towards our side if we had the momentum going into half. But whatever. I don't know. I wasn't satisfied with the win. I don't think anyone should be,
Yeah.
but it definitely was
I
not a
think
good game for either team.
I think what was I think our offense was not as good, but I think our defense played a solid game. Obviously,
Yeah,
there's
that definitely was much more. Isaiah Oliver actually finally did something. Oh
yeah.
my.
Did you see his
First
plays
time
in
in
the
like
off
through
season?
4 years. I've
Did
been
you
watching him for 4 years do absolutely nothing on our team except to hurt our
you
team.
know why? You know why? Because he did shit in the off season too. He did stuff in the off season, bro.
Wow.
Like he
If
was like
only.
good in the off season.
Okay. How do you know this? Did you meet him?
No, I watched their
You guys
highlights.
friends?
I watched the practice
Yeah.
highlights. We were also like really close. He
Wow.
texted me the other day.
You know they only show good things in practice highlights.
Yeah, I know, but like still, see, you have to think about the positive side. You know, you can't
I
think
mean,
about all the
hopefully
negatives.
good things are ahead for our defense. That was a very
Hopefully,
solid game overall. I'm definitely proud of
I mean,
how well our defense did.
we honestly didn't do that bad against the Buccaneers. Like we gave up a lot of points, sure, but hold on, just wait. We gave up 35 points on the defensive side, right? But we also put up 25 points. If they were not for the 2 pick sixes, we could have been in the game so easily, just like that.
Okay. I mean, 35 points is not a good defensive game.
Yeah,
So,
but it's against the Buccaneers.
I mean, I don't know.
Even the
Sure.
Rams defense only held them to 24 points. We were only 10 points above that.
Okay. I don't know. Well, that was last week. Definitely an improvement from that game.
Yes.
Hopefully we have a chance to get on a couple of wins before the bye. So hopefully we take
Our bye
advantage
is
of
week
some
7, right?
6.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really early. Really. After the Jets game in London, we have a bye.
Oh, I forgot that's in London.
Yep.
It's in the early morning. Dang. I have to wake up.
I swear if we lose that. I don't know. I just have
I have a feeling that we might. Like, I have a feeling that we might choke it to like a game-winning Hail Mary touchdown.
I know it
and
just
then
feels
get
like the most
lead.
it feels like the most Falcons loss ever.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
So whatever. I mean, it's not like we were gonna do much this season anyway. So, um, I'd rather be bad than be average.
True. But
Whatever. Let's talk about the
we
games
need to
next
start.
week.
Yeah. We have like a couple minutes left, so let's go
There's
on.
something good. Browns Vikings. Don't know if you want to talk about that one.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Browns. I'm not opposing to the
I
Vikings,
I picked the Browns too.
but like
I think
it's
the Browns are just too good.
Like, did you see Myles Garrett last week?
Yeah, the Browns are just too good. I mean,
Browns have like they almost beat the Steelers last year. They did beat the Steelers. They almost beat the Chiefs last year, right?
to be honest, in all of the teams in the AFC,
I have the most faith in the Browns.
Browns are the not like I don't really have complete faith in any teams in the team in the AFC, but as of now, if I had to pick somebody that's been playing the best and playing the most consistent football, is the Browns.
I agree.
They've definitely lived up to their hype so far. Definitely played to their talent, they played to their capability. So I think very good shot this year.
What
But
about
obviously, it's week 3. You never know what's going to happen. But definitely, I have the Browns winning this one, even though my Vikings.
I was gonna say what about the Bills, but the Bills lost to the Steelers week 1, but then again it is also week 1.
Yeah,
So
I mean, Bills have done great too. I don't even know. Why did I forget about the Bills? Bills have done fantastic these past 2 weeks.
I think there's no other teams. I'm looking at the AFC right now.
Yeah, I mean the AFC overall a mess this year. Even the NFC, not like other than the Rams, nobody's been doing that good. Even I'm not sold on the Bucks. Their defense is not good.
Yeah.
I've been saying it. Bucks defense is overrated.
What about the Panthers? Panthers have won against not that great teams.
I don't know. That's why I feel like the Panthers Cowboys game is going to be very hard to pick. I'm leaning Cowboys because I'm not completely sold on the Panthers.
I'm gonna say Cowboys too.
Yeah, I'm leaning Cowboys. I'm not completely sold on the Panthers, but their defense has done a really good job these past 3 weeks. But they have been against mediocre teams. So their first really big test against a really explosive Cowboys offense. So it's definitely a game to watch.
And yeah, I mean, a lot of like not that great matchups.
I think the game of the week is going to be Cardinals Rams.
That's
going to be an awesome game.
That was a good matchup last
That
year.
is going to be two MVP candidates.
Yeah, Kyler Murray,
Matthew Stafford and Kyler Murray.
Increase this year, and also the fact that the Rams have Matthew Stafford now. It's going to be. I really hope it's a very high scoring game because that would be insane.
Those are probably
fun to watch.
All in my opinion. Okay, I'm not going to say that, but like probably two of the top 3 teams in the NFC right now.
Yeah, I get that. Because I think no one
Cardinals
else
and
has
Rams.
been as consistent. Like the Packers lost by.
Bucks are probably up there in the conversation, but I think
right now, I think Bucks are top 5 or top 7
in the NFL or AFC. NFC top 7.
I said top
Who do you
5 or top 7, but like
top 7 in the NFC. That's like 50%. They're not.
It's the Buccaneers.
Okay, let's look at the NFC. Look at the NFC. Okay.
Okay.
Rams are obviously definitely number 1.
I'm
okay.
gonna name off. Okay. So
Rams, name 6 teams that could be argued better than the Buccaneers in the NFC.
Rams,
6 teams.
Cardinals, Seahawks. I'm not gonna say them yet, right?
Don't mention the Seahawks. Don't even bring up the Seahawks in this conversation.
Okay. Let me think.
Rams. Okay, you said Rams, Cardinals.
Cowboys?
Okay, I agree with that.
Cowboys.
No.
Why not?
The Buccaneers beat them.
By how much? By a pass
what?
interference call. By a pass interference call that was not called.
It doesn't matter. A win is a win. You can't.
They beat them by 2 points. The Cowboys beat the Chargers, bro. They beat the Chargers.
Dude, you can't just like say a team is Bucks beat them. So that like you can't just say that they're worth now.
You said potentially beat. You said potentially beat. Did you not? And I said
okay, but you have to have a good argument. That is not a good argument.
They lost.
They lost. A loss is a loss. A loss is a loss.
They lost.
A loss is a loss.
They lost on an offensive pass interference call, and the fact
No,
that their kicker was not Younghoe Koo, so they did not have an automatic field goal. Think about what I'm saying, and then comprehend it, and then think. Just really think. Is that a potentially good team?
No, bro.
What?
Cowboys are not better than the Buccaneers.
Okay,
and there's no argument for it.
Would you say the Chargers are better than the Buccaneers?
No.
Let's suppose you said yes.
Okay. Well, I didn't. I did say yes.
No, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? The Cowboys...
I don't.
Okay. You know what? We'll see.
Okay, your argument makes sense, but it doesn't make sense.
What?
Okay, so I mean, there are only 3 teams that I could see have an argument better: Rams, Cardinals, and Packers. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I still think the Bucks are a top 5 team or top 3 team in the NFC, but
I'm gonna say top. I said top 5. Top 5.
Yeah, but I've not been a big fan of their defense even last year. I know Sean Murphy Bunting injury hasn't helped.
Oh yeah, Sean Murphy Bunting. Who replaced him?
It was Jamel. No, not Jamel Dean.
It was Jim. Yeah, it was
Jamel Dean, but he got injured too.
He did.
Yeah, literally yesterday, he got injured too.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Now they just have like Carlton Davis and some random guy.
Well, we're at 45 minutes. So do you want to keep talking about the games, or you want to?
Let's just talk about one more.
One more game. Let's say Washington and Falcons, because we haven't covered the Falcons in a long time. in
I'm
terms
not
of
going to pick for
predictions?
this game. I don't want to pick for this game just yet.
Because you know the sad reality.
No, because obviously as a Falcons fan, I want to pick the Falcons, but I don't want to be that guy that just picks their team because they're my team. I want to be
Yeah, I
somewhat
know.
reasonable.
Yeah, this is
And
a podcast, man. We're unbiased in our decisions.
I
Like
think
for me,
Washington's front skip, I don't know. I just don't.
I think Washington's
I
going.
I think I could see even last week. I could see us winning, beating the Giants.
Hold on, dude.
What happened?
Washington beat the Giants by 1 point.
Yeah, by a field goal, game-winning field goal. Did you not watch the game?
No, I didn't actually. That was the day of.
Come on, man.
That was the day of our high school game, so I didn't watch it.
All right,
It was a Thursday.
whatever.
But
I
trust
don't know,
me,
but like
you
what
know
I was
what?
saying
You
before,
know what?
I was the Giants. I could see us beating. I could see us beating the Giants. I can't really see it in the same way I saw us beating the Giants. I can't really see us beating the Washington football team. They're just better. Maybe their offense isn't that good,
I
but
feel like their defensive line is gonna kill us.
that's exactly what I'm saying. We have no offensive line, and their front seven is going to dominate us all game. So I don't know. I don't see us winning.
Is AJ Terrell gonna be back? Yeah, that's the thing we have to wait.
Maybe.
But if he is, then I think we're chilling. And I mean the only really deep threat that they have on Washington is Terry McLaurin, if I'm not wrong, right? No, they have
Yeah.
Curtis. They have Curtis Samuel.
Oh, Kurt, but he's injured. He's on
Antonio
IR.
Gibson. Oh, they also have Montez Sweat. I forgot about him. Oof.
All right, who do you think is going to win?
I'm gonna be real. I low-key think Falcons could pull up the upset, but like a
Okay.
safe bet would be like 60% Washington football team. My prediction for this game is very bold. 28-13 Washington football team wins.
Okay. I'm not going to predict this game because,
It's hard.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Let's just do one more game and then we'll wrap it up from there. Ravens and Broncos. Who do you think is going to win?
Alright. This is easy, bruh. Ravens.
I pick Broncos. Faith in the Broncos.
Bro, who did the Broncos beat?
Doesn't matter. Their defense. They have a top 5 defense.
They beat the
Ravens.
Giants.
Ravens basically lost against the Lions.
Bro, I saw Broncos over Rams, and then I didn't see NFL preseason. I got so scared for a second. I'm like, there's no way they beat the Rams.
Yeah, but the Ravens barely beat the Lions. They basically lost against the Lions.
Okay, but
If it wasn't for
okay, yeah.
Justin Tucker's amazing leg.
You're kind
but-
of right. Actually, low key, I think just all the AFC teams are not that good this season. Like, cause the Chiefs lost to the Ravens. The Ravens barely won to the Lions. Right?
Whatever.
We'll see.
I still think the Broncos are the better team.
I'm
They-
gonna pick the Ravens, but we'll see.
All right.
All right, that's.
We'll be back next week when I'm right again. And then you're going to be like, oh, no, Mail, you're right again. Broncos win. Broncos win.
No,
It's okay. It's okay.
This will be a difference, okay? I'm gonna be right.
Get used to it, guys. It'll be the same thing every week.
Well, anyways, guys, this is our first podcast episode with webcams, as you guys can tell. If you guys want us to keep using webcams, comment down below and let us know some feedback. This is episode 6, I believe, of First
Yep.
and 40.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.